to an interview with the top boss of Piramal Enterprises, Ajay Piramal. Piramal Enterprises has met the street expectations when it comes to the second quarter earnings. However, the DHFL numbers have not made it to the P&L. However, there is a boost when it comes to the assets under management, higher by 40%. Here's Ajay Piramal on the road ahead.
If you look at it, the last quarter has been the most transformational quarter that we've had. There are two major events that have taken place in the last quarter. One of them has been the merger of DHFL and PCHFL. So today, the merged entity has now been established. This merged entity came only on 30th of September. And therefore, as you put it in the opening remarks, it came in as the AUM has gone up by 20,000 crores, but there is none of the profits have not come in because of the merger. So that is one point that I want to bring home. And with this merger, what has happened is that today, as we had said in our strategy, we want to improve our retail proportion of retail loans. So the retail loans today, before the merger, were about 11% of our total book. Post the merger with DHFL, the retail loans have now become 34%. So that is one big change that we've got because of this. The second thing that I want you to, the big other change that has taken place in this quarter is the announcement that we will demerge our pharma business. And we will now have two, in the next year, in the next 12 months, we'll have two independent listed entities. One is pharma and the other is financial services, which is also what we have been promising for a while. So now both these two things have come, and therefore the company will now become a solid pharmaceutical one pharma company and the other financial services entity. As far as the DHFL merged entity now is concerned, which is Piramal PCHFL or Piramal Capital, what is to be noted is that we have actually added 20,000 crores onto our AUM. The way we have accounted for 20,000 crore is the fair value of the total assets which came with DHFL. Because of this, what we have done is that we've taken a very conservative view. The total value of the assets of DHFL was almost 88,000 crores at the beginning. There was some accounting because of fraud, and therefore at the beginning of June quarter, it was 44,000. And that we have now brought down to 20,000 to make it a very conservative book, which has meant that the AUM today that we have, the loan book that we have today, the GNPA has gone down from 4.4% on the expanded book to 2.9%. And the NPA has also come down to 1.4%. So that is a big change that's taking place.
And that's very heartening to note, because it certainly seems like the worst is over for the financial sector, because that has been one broad theme that we've seen this earnings season. The worst is behind us. Everybody's books are looking much better. But Mr. Piramal, thank you for the opening comments. Now let's take it one by one. I'll begin with your retail book. As you pointed out, from 11% last June to 33% this September. And if we go through your presentation, it's pretty clear. You want to hit 66% when it comes to the retail book. How are you going to do that? I'm guessing it is technology. I'm guessing it is digital. And in an era where you're seeing so much disruption, fintechs want to lend, banks want to disrupt fintech. How are you going to do it?
So yes, it's right. So what we have is that the retail that we have today is really in the growth that's coming is in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Today, our book is a book which is in affordable housing loans. The average ticket size of a home loan today is 17 lakhs, which, as you know, is not the most, and 50% of this is from salaried class and 50% is from non-salaried class. The banks and the other institutions, their sweet spot is in the salaried class people. It is in the larger cities. So our focus has been to move into both salaried as well as non-salaried on one hand, and to move from the larger cities, the metros, into the tier 2, tier 3 cities. So that is one strategy that we are doing. We are going to increase the number of branches that we have. That's one. Secondly, as you've said, we are also using technology. Like the incumbent banks, there is some legacy systems they have. We are fortunate that we are still young, and therefore we are bringing in a whole technology infrastructure, which will help us assess the quality of risk and the quality of credit much better. Third thing is also we are introducing new products as well, other than housing loans, whether it is through small business loans, whether it's MSME, whether it is other unsecured lending. So the combination of all this, that's where you see the growth in the retail space.
I'm so glad